Chapter 6. Piper was laying in her room, fumbling around with Jabari's business card. How do you talk to anyone about today? Was she high? What the hell was she thinking? She wasn't thinking. When she saw him, her thoughts went silent, feeling enchanted. She could have resisted if he had on a shirt, but when she saw him, little more than a piece of fabric away from satisfying her every curiosity and need, how could she resist? Piper closed her eyes, imagining him on top of her, his drawl in her ear. The idea of Douglas entered her mind. She sat up in disgust, letting out a rueful sigh. Piper couldn't face Jabari. Instead, she could snoop, and snoop she did, following his social media pages. A feeling of fear came over her, sculling through the mind of a very militant pro-black man. It's almost as if the man she met today had been a ruse. She couldn't find a picture of him wearing jeans or shorts, but a suit in every picture. Piper's mouth watered, feeling like she had hit the jackpot, as she rubbed her stomach, grinning ear to ear. "He's got money," Piper sang. "Oh my God, look at that. And oh my God." Piper bounced in her bed, knowing she had good taste. He was single and had no kids. Not only do we live together, fucking pay bills together, but we aren't married single. No woman on his page at all. A young man was living his best life and working hard. "I need to fuck you tonight," Piper bit her lip, calling up Jabari. "Bennet speaking." He answers quickly and curtly as if he were busy. "Hey baby, can I move in with you?" Piper got straight to the point. "What?" "You know you love this pussy. Let me move in with you," Piper enticed. Her phone flashed with a location drop. "Don't talk about it. Be about it." Jabari hung up. Piper was suspicious, wondering if he would want revenge or try to gangbang her with his friends. Fear crept over her, imagining if the things her father warned her about dating black men were true. It seemed better than being passed around a room of her father's friends. She didn't want to end up like her mother at her dad's parties. Piper checked the address on her laptop, checking the lawyers and Street View to know exactly where she was headed, unconsciously calling her Uber before even packing her bags. Once she got done looking at the lakefront condominium, she only had 15 minutes before a ride arrived. Piper took a deep breath, packing as few things as possible to avoid suspicion. Her laptop, tampons, panties, and leggings, believing she could take his t-shirts once she gets there, have him take her shopping. Piper slipped out the side door, locking it behind her to avoid any conversations on her way out. Admiring Jabari's handiwork and passing by where they made love, she noted that they would have seen everything if someone had stood right above the windows. Who could have possibly seen her that tipped off Douglas and her father? As Piper entered the Uber, she turned around. She noted the figure in the window above, the same person who saw her having sex with Jabari. Her mother watched in righteous judgment. Piper froze, realizing she was caught dead to rights, knowing getting inside the Uber wasn't a mere visit to a friend. If she got in the car, she was leaving for good and needed to figure out her own life. If her mother recorded her, if she had any proof, then Jabari was dead. Piper held her stomach, imagining the child they would have together. Jabari could come with her to California, far from her parents, from Douglas, and in a brand new environment that wouldn't tolerate the relationship at best, but instead celebrated his progress. Piper gave her mother the middle finger, then got in the car, bracing herself for the 1-hour car ride to Buffalo. Piper called Jabari, letting him know she was on the way, japing and stalling him on the phone to hear his voice as Piper listened to him rushing around to clean his place for her. She hadn't even showered in the afternoon. Still, it made the anxiety bearable as they picked out a movie to watch from when she arrived.